Well, what makes me really excited about this book is I see it as a special edition. Of course, it's kind of a collector's item now because a lot of people have the first two. So this gives them a third in a row. And we're seeing that enthusiasm from the people who have said yes to it. They've said, yes, we've got the first one and the second one, and we use them all the time. And what a great compliment. And we love hearing that they've been very useful and that people have enjoyed the recipes. Hey, Peggy. And so now to hear people saying, yes, of course, I want the third one. But the thing about this one is we really upped the level of it. So, you learn as you do, and then you get excited to add more. So we had revealed to everyone earlier this season that we had put video links to all of the demonstrations of the recipes. There are 60 recipes. And then we managed to be able to include little thumbnail photos of all the food. And we have a lot of other special photos just to remind people of what the life at Cooking, Cutting Up, Keeping It Real is. And we've had so many fun collaborators reach out to us
Yes.
to interact in the community. We've been able to use our large audience to help entrepreneurs and people who have businesses and they're wanting to bring attention to what they create. And so whether that be fashion or cooking or pottery or dishes, or even the media that have come to interview you, Lisa, or brought you on their TV shows. We've been able to acknowledge all of these people and help support them and get the word out about them through this book. So if people are looking at a cookbook that you sit down with at night and read the recipes, but also enjoy the photos and the storytelling of both the written word and visuals, this is a book to sit and peruse and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea as you're looking at it. So it's much more than just something you have on your kitchen counter and flip to a recipe and cook with.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's, letting people know there's been lots of questions about, is it the same size? Yes, the viewers chose the size of Cookbook 1 and 2 to be the same, the recipe card size. And it's got the coil binding to it. It's a pocketbook size if you're new to our cookbooks. So you can throw it in your purse and not have to copy down the ingredients of a recipe and just pull it out in the grocery store and remind yourself what you need to pick up.
Yes.
So it fits the exact same compact size. It has 60 recipes in it. That's midway between our two other cookbooks. Our first one had 50, the second one had 89. So this one's sitting at 60. And yes, we'll see what that print price is for us, but you have seen our cookbooks range from $24.95 to $34.95 in the past. It is a boutique style of creating and selling, which means that it's a little bit special because we do all the work ourselves compared to a big publishing house that would mass produce. So you are paying the price of the fact that we do all the work. So, but people who,
it's more of a
yes,
boutique
yeah,
cookbook. The
and
recipes in it are vast, simple, from 2 ways to do salmon to, gosh, we've got pies in there, cakes,
yes,
cookies.
any one category, there are several recipes. And in the first cookbook, which was geared more towards starter cooks, the second cookbook went the other extreme where you had multi-step and simple, but also many courses of a meal. And I feel like this cookbook blends the starter recipes with those from the second
Yes.
cookbook in that it's going to target any kind of cook
Yes.
and any audience.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's relatively speaking, like 99% all new recipes. The only recipes that might repeat is if there's 4 pies in there and you need a pie crust, the pie crust repeats, so that you don't have to go searching or have to own the other cookbooks in order to get those base recipes that help you make what's in this book.
And for people that are like me, are visual learners, those links to the videos are really, really nice because you can see it in its real form.
Yeah, to be able to watch the video, have the print recipe on your counter, and even flip to the thumbnail photos and say, oh, that one's going to be those
Yeah.
cookies or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. For those that are asking how to get the cookbook, it's not on the online store yet. It's still in editing, and then printing will come in the next few weeks. So be watching the page. We'll have lots of information about how to get it and when it's available and all that. So keep your eye on the page.
Yes. And for people who have been requesting this third cookbook, which is how it came to fruition, it was 5 years ago that we made the first two in 1 year, requested by viewers. And it's been a year in the works making this one. That's how
Yep.
long it takes to test the recipes and get the demos done, and then select them. And then the 1st of October we started with the written work, and it takes this many months for the three of us, Julie the graphic designer
Yes.
included, to get through the fine detail work of aiming for perfection without error in making a book. So we are so excited to have arrived on the brink of getting them printed.
Beautiful in it.
Pardon me?
It's beautiful. The artwork and the colors are so pretty.
Yes, Julie has such a great touch, and
Yes.
so it's really fun for us to pass it over to her and then see her work her magic with it.